the restaurant where I literally, if I'm in any stray city or some area that I don't know very well, I'm gonna drive just to this restaurant. They're all over the country. It's one of the most popular restaurants in the world probably, and that is Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we got the 5th edition to the Daily Dash series where I go through the entire orders of me doing a delivery order from whatever pops up that I accept. Right now, this is actually my second time recording this video because I forgot to turn on the mic. Duh. Okay, so we are in the middle of doing a dash from Roberto's. I already ordered the food, I'm sitting here waiting, but the title of today is going to be the 5 top restaurants that I enjoy doing dashes to. My favorite, best restaurants, and I've done well over 1,000 orders, so I have plenty of experience to choose from. Now I'm not going to leave it for the end, I'm going to do it right at the beginning, and if you guys want to continue to watch the vlog after, then you can. If not, then you can just close this video and you took away the 5 top restaurants. Alright, restaurant number 1. So this is going to go in order of worst to best on my top 5. Alright, restaurant number 5 is going to be Raising Cane's. And for the one reason of it's always super simple, you just go through the drive-thru, you place the order, it's super quick, there's only like 3 items on the entire thing, so either way, the drive-thru line always goes extremely quick. It's always usually the most effective, efficient order where you just get there, you don't even have to get out of the car, which is one of my favorite parts about it. I like to just sit in my car, go through the drive-thru, order it, and then continue on doing what I'm doing. So that's my reason for number 5 being Raising Cane's. So I'm dashing in Las Vegas, Nevada, so it might be a little bit different. You guys might not have all of the restaurants that I talk about, but I'm gonna try to keep these as international restaurants that you can see all over the country. All right, just checking in real quick. Just got the food from Roberto's. Now, Roberto's is not gonna be in my top 5, but if I was doing top 5 favorite drunk foods, it would probably be in the top 3. Alright, now the next top 4 are going to be mostly because of how much money you can make off these top or next places. And my number 4 is going to be Outback Steakhouse. Outback Steakhouse is almost consistently always perfectly on time, if not early. And I've never had a bad order from Outback Steakhouse. Almost every single time I get an order from there, they're usually pretty expensive, which means you're going to get a tip after, and you always generally have bigger orders so you make more money. It's one of the quickest restaurants as far as how fast they bring out their food, especially for the higher end restaurants. So that's why Outback makes my top 4. All right, we are pulling up to this house. So before we get to number 3, gotta run up to this door, give them their food real quick, gotta throw on the mask. Oh, I really hate these mask things. They're so annoying. Okay, so number 3. Number 3 is going to be Wingstop. And I'm not sure if it's like this in every single like state or city, but it is, and it has been for me. For any time I've ever done an order to Wingstop, they give you a free drink just for being a delivery driver. Not only that, do they give you a free drink of whatever you want, which is awesome to make sure that all the drivers who are essentially doing work for them are hydrated and happy, but they also have very accurate pickup times. They have very accurate pickup times, which I usually just know to come in exactly when the order's ready. They're usually never early, but at least they're accurate, and they always generally pay pretty well because Wingstop is rather expensive. All right, number 2, I'm strictly picking this one based off how much money I generally always make at this place, and it is the Cheesecake Factory. So the Cheesecake Factory is one of the restaurants that I actually hated delivering to when I was delivering in Summerlin, but now that I'm in a different area of Las Vegas, this Cheesecake Factory is super on point. I had serious problems in Summerlin because they would make you stand outside or stand right outside the kitchen, like where the floor is slippery and stuff. It was a total terrible situation. But they got their shit together, they got it figured out, and they actually have a very, very solid flow restaurant in the new area that I go to, which is in the Silverado Ranch area. So number 2 2 is gonna be Cheesecake Factory, because how much money you always generally make at this place. It's a super expensive restaurant, and generally people, if they're ordering from Cheesecake Factory, they're planning on tipping pretty well. So Cheesecake Factory, number 2. It's also somewhere that you can pretty much, like, it's all over the entire country. So Cheesecake Factory is up there. That's why it's my number 2. Now, all 5 of these restaurants, before we get to number 1, are things that I believe are international restaurants, and you could pretty much get them all over the country. But there is so many places out in Vegas, especially like Kona Grill or like Sicily Pizza, and there's like so many other places that are like staple restaurants that anytime I see an order there, I almost always will accept the delivery. And number 1 is of course going to be the restaurant that I praise the most whenever I'm doing any kind of DoorDash stuff, and is the restaurant where I literally, if I'm in any stray city or some area that I don't know very well, I'm gonna drive just to this restaurant. They're all over the country. It's one of the most popular restaurants in the world probably, and that is Chipotle. Chipotle is literally always the most consistently fast place by far. Like, you walk in and generally the order is already right there. Not only that, but Chipotle gets so many orders. It's so popular on the Doordash and like Postmates platforms that generally anytime you accept a Chipotle order, you're gonna get multiple orders. You always almost get 2 orders. You pretty much always get 2 orders whenever you take an order from Chipotle, just because there's such a large quantity of orders coming into there. They're generally paying pretty well. Like, I mean, you can of course choose if you want to accept an order if you're doing like Postmates or DoorDash based on how much money you're gonna get. Postmates, it's a little bit different because they don't tell you how much you're gonna make, but DoorDash, you're gonna know how much you're gonna make. It's gonna be a great order almost every single time. It's rare that I ever have any screw ups from Chipotle. And on top of that, you generally get 2 orders, which means you make around twice as much money. And it's just always, like, literally, I love Chipotle. It's probably my favorite restaurant to eat at, and it's super healthy. And you know, generally people who are thinking health conscious like that generally kind of tip a little bit better. That's just my opinion, but those are my top 5 favorite restaurants. Now, I'm gonna end this dash a little bit early because I'm probably not gonna do any more orders. It's 4 o'clock, not exactly the best time. I might continue dashing a little bit later, but we're gonna call this video right here. So thank you guys for watching, and anyone who's new to this video or channel, please subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to give out as much information as I possibly can. If you haven't yet, please smash that like button. It really helps out my channel with the algorithm. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.